What's up, guys? So today I'm taking a little bit of a break from the Justy, and I decided to post the video that I made on how I created that shed. But the problem is that the first day of filming that I had done was all at night, and it turns out that the video wasn't good at all. So I decided to scrap that and just let you guys know I built the shed, and then this is everything I did to it that you would need to do. The instructions are all in the box when you buy it anyways, so you should be able to do that by yourself. But I want to show you guys what I did to make it kind of like my own or a carport. So besides that, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope you guys do a similar thing in your own backyard so that you can start working on cars for yourself. Okay guys, this is the second day of the build. The other day I set up this carport, then I tilled the soil so that today I can flatten it. So I want to show you guys how you can flatten your own soil using a 2x4 so that you can have a flat area to work on, so you can place your plywood and your tarp, and so you're not going to have problems down the road. So today I'm going to finish my garage, and then I'll be able to put the Justy inside. So let's get to work. So after tilling the soil, it took me about 30 minutes to flatten it out with this 2x4, and then put the plywood and the tarp on top. So this is something you could easily do yourself in one day. Now I can put my car in here, and if oil or something spills, it can be on here, and I can easily wipe it off. Yeah, it could rip easily, but I mean, it's better than just working on the floor. Plus, it's a cleaner surface, and it's much easier to see dirt and other things for you to clean off. But yeah, this has been my garage build. I still have to wait on some lights and a fan because it is really hot in here. That's why I opened that back over there, so that I could get some airflow in here while the sun is heating this. But it's still shady, so it's a lot nicer than working in the sun. I'm sweating a lot, so I'm probably gonna need to take a shower after this. But yeah, this is very easy to do. You could do it for under $400, and you can keep your project car in this kind of an area. As long as you're willing to put in a little bit of work, then you can have your own garage. Now for the lighting for your carport. I went on Amazon and I bought a set of 8 lights for $50. They were recommended to me by a couple of friends. It came with some of these, some wires to plug in, some wires to connect to each other, end pieces if you don't want to use an end, and mounts. But we can't use these mounts because our carport has metal poles to hold it up, so we can't drill anything in. I wanted to connect these wires because they're not long enough for me to take them from the sides to the middle, back to the sides, and I want to keep them all together to keep everything simple. So I'm going to take some of the wires that we're not going to use, and I'm going to put them together. So that's why I went out to Walmart and I bought this for $5. It has everything you need. It has the connectors, it has where you can clamp them together, it has a wire stripper, and that was $5. You're going to want some Scotch tape to cover it up, some gloves, because if you're working with electrical stuff, might as well, some cable ties or some zip ties, because I would rather hold the lights up with one of these, and then some double mounted tape so I can have both of these working together. So if one of them fails, the other one will still hold it up, because these will hold them up for sure, but this one will keep it in the same spot. So now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to set all of this up and how it's going to look in the carport. I just wanted to give you guys a little quick tip while I'm doing this. You're going to want to make sure, because these are the connectors where it connects both of them together, you're going to want to make sure you leave a little bit of space over here just in case you make a mistake, so that even if you make a mistake, you can just cut it off and you have still more space to go. I like to go one side a bit shorter and the longer side so that I can still hide it, because it's going to be a little longer than I need technically, but I can then hide the black part. Because let me get an example piece that I did. Because you're going to want to wrap it in electrical cord tape like this just to hide it, and then that black part can then be hidden. So that's why I like to put it a little closer on one side so I can still hide it. Okay guys, so that was me setting up the lights for the carport. That's about it that I'm going to do with the carport. So I set up the carport, I got the ground flat, and am able to put a car on it. As you can see, my car is currently here and it's currently lifted, and the jacks aren't, being dropped down by the dirt, so that means it's pretty sturdy. It's been up for a couple of days. We've had some wind here. Nothing's happened bad to it, so that's good. So I set up the lights, and that cost me about 60 bucks. The lights themselves were about 55 bucks. Then I got the connectors I got the thing for the connector for another 5 bucks. Then I got zip ties for $1, and then I got electrical tape for 50 cents. So a little more than $60, and you can get your entire carport lit up. I would say that this is definitely worth it. Even in the daytime, I can see a difference between how my car looks, and it makes you able to work at night. So I would say that this is 100% worth it. If you can, then get it. I also got an extension cord that I had to run from my nearest electrical port, so that was another like 50 bucks because I needed to get a 100-foot extension cord because I'm pretty far in my backyard. So other than that, so lights, the electric, what's it called again? The extension cord. I just found one of the ports in my backyard, but you can still get that. So overall, this entire carport cost me under $400, and now I can work on my project car without having to worry about, you know, having a garage space or getting everything dirty. This place is more than enough space. It's 17 foot and it's wide enough for me to do anything I want. It has electricity and it has lights. So I would say that this is really worth it. You guys can come try it out. I'm gonna post everything that I bought in the description, except for maybe the stuff from Walmart. I might put the stuff. I would say if you're gonna keep doing electrical work like this, I would say get a better stripper and clamper, because the Walmart one, after a couple of tries, it started to not work nearly as well. It started to not strip it as well. So then I had to move in the way, and sometimes it would cut some wires, which is fine if you're gonna do it, you know, a little bit. But if you're gonna want to do it more consistently, I'd say get a better tool, and I'd say get one of the get a big set of all of the little clamps, because I found that, as you can see in the when I was doing electrical, I was having to use the blue clamps instead of the red clamps because I ran out of red clamps. Everything's still working fine. I haven't had any issues. I ended up using zip ties on every single one of the lights, because right after I did that montage video, one of the lights fell down. So then I ended up just zip tying all of them. Better safe than sorry. So yeah, this has been my garage / carport build. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching.